Guys, Jagveer Singh back with another video of Mastercam late 2020, and in this video I will show you how to use the cutoff operation, which is the last operation of this video series. And from next time I'm going to use an imperial part in which I will be working with a simple part just like this one, not exactly the same, similar to this, but in imperial instead of metric system. So let's move on. So we are heading to the cutoff. So we go to cutoff. This is the last operation in which we are going to just cut the material, our part that is required off from the stock material, which is going to be left behind inside the chuck, which we don't need. So now they are asking us to select cutoff boundary point, which is going to be the top left exterior last point. So I was working on and trying on this. So sometimes you can also have errors because of the tool length variation, because of which you need to sometimes make your own tool. It can be a Mastercam bug itself, so you can always just modify just a bit. You need not to modify it extremely or exaggerated value just like I did. You need to just keep some values that are slightly practical as well as which are available to you with respect to the tools available in your machine. For example, if you want to make a part which is of 10 millimeter in diameter, you need to make sure that the cutting tool is at least 10 millimeter in length. So what I mean by that is, if you want to cut off a diameter of 10, you need to make sure that the value of C exceeds by 10, because that is the part which is responsible for cutting the entire that. It should be at least 10. I would recommend go for 14 to 15 in case of 10 diameter, but for sure it's always a virtual platform in Mastercam. But for sure, when it comes to practicality, it all depends on the tools available inside the machine shop itself. So right now I'm just going to use this tool which I have created by my own. I will also put a video how to create your own tools in Mastercam. And I'm just going to keep the parameters same. I go to cutoff. The entry amount, let it be 2 from stock. I'm just going to turn it on from stock. Incremental cuts, the retract value I'm going to keep it from stock as well. For the chamfer, I click on parameters. I'm going to keep the chamfer. Remember I told you the chamfer I haven't added in the profile itself. So in this case I just added one chamfer here and two very small chamfers on the edges of the groove. And I told you that I will show you how to add a chamfer when we are going to do the cutoff. So this is that option that we can go on chamfer, click on parameters, and I'm going to keep a chamfer of 1 millimeters, and I click on clearance cut. So make sure you click on stock. From stock is basically how much depth of the cut that you're going to use and the increments that you want it to. So basically it's not any specific increment. We are supposed to keep the value of X and Z increment to be 0, but Mastercam always give a default or error when you try to do so. So it's recommended to go like 0.01. In this case it's millimeters, don't forget that. 0.01, 0.01 on both the axes, and let's see, it's showing a tool collision. So it says that tool colliding with the stock. I click OK. Okay, I'll go to the parameter itself. Clearance cut 0.001, 001. Let's see if this was the main problem, because I don't think there might be some other problem. It's still showing the error. I don't know, like there are some issues with my Mastercam for some reason, because sometimes it shows whereas sometimes it doesn't. Clearance cut 0.1, 0.1. There you go. So just like I was thinking, the clearance cut values are going to be 0.1 and 0.1. I just have a habit of being working in imperial, in which I used to keep 1 thou, which is 0.001, but when we compare it with respect to the metric system, it is more closer to 0.1 instead of 0.001. So 0.1 x and y, x and z increment, and you click OK. And let's verify once how it should look like. I'm just going to keep it slightly faster. Remember that the collision is on, and there you go. I kept the tool to be way too long, so this is your final part. This is how it should look like. And if I go to the top, so this is how it should look like. So this was it. So this is how you make a simple part in lathe. And thanks for watching. That's pretty much it for this video. Take care. Bye bye.